And this one point I want to share with all of you all is that education doesn't only start in the school. Education is not only for the middle age or for the elderly, but education can be for anybody at any levels, okay? So I talk to my children just like I talk to all of you all. Why? Because they are just like a sponge absorbing all the information. Can you imagine at 8, 10, 15 years old, they are learning all these things? Guess what will happen to their life when they are 20, 30, 40 and above? Amazing, right? So today I shared this concept with them, and this thing just came out naturally, which I feel is so important that all of you all should know about this idea. Now you see, many years ago, I'm talking of, let's say, my great-grandfather or my grandfather's time. I'm a second generation Chinese born in Malaysia, which means my grandfather came all the way from China. He came penniless, nothing. So immigrants at that point of time, we are talking of 50, 100, 150 years ago, they are in a very different world than we are living in today. Those days, everything is scarcity, right? So they have to talk about work hard, slog, sacrifice their families, sacrifice even their own health. They are very thrifty, they save money a lot, they don't invest. But you don't blame them, because that time, in that world, the world is different, okay? There's not much opportunity. Obviously, there's no social media. You can't see any live video like this, obviously. There's no investment opportunity. There is no law of attraction training or any leadership courses, nothing. So at that point of time, people need to be in that type of mindset, which is right, perfectly right for that point of time. But fast forward this time to now, 50, 100, 150 years later, you know what's the biggest problem, guys? I'm looking around and there are a lot of people as young as 5-year-old children are still being programmed to think like how our forefathers, great-grandfathers came from China, where the world is at war, scarcity everywhere. They are still being programmed to think like that. Okay, some of that very popular programming is, for example, work hard, work very hard. Now, I'm not saying that working hard is not good, but look at how many people are working so hard out there that are broke, that are not going anywhere. Their mindset is stinky. They don't know the new rules in life. And I was so surprised when I talked to my son Gareth, and he's telling me about how many views he wants on his YouTube channel. He's going to have 100,000 views by end of this year. That's what he told me. He's talking about TikTok viewers, likes, comments, shares. Now, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all this doesn't exist many years ago. In fact, when I was growing up, there isn't any of this. What I'm trying to say is, are you moving in the right direction in the new world, playing the new rules? Because if you are not, you know what's going to happen? You're going to lose, and you're going to lose badly, but nothing wrong with you. You just had the wrong mindset, playing the wrong rules in the wrong world. Okay, so the point is that if you look, I'm not again here to say anything about the education industry, but look around you. There's so much flaws in the education industry. People are getting in student debt, student loans. People are having so much depression. I heard from a very good friend, Kuniko-san, in Japan, youth are committing suicide because of wrong programming in their head. Some I know that are so competitive, because they fail in the exam, they jump over the building and die. Now, is that what the education industry is putting it through? Now, ask yourself this question. Where is the end game of an education industry, like a college, a degree? Are they trying to make you to be social entrepreneurs to help change the world? Or most of the time, they are educating you to get a good degree so that you get a good job, so that you work as an employee? Think about this. No wrong, no right, but just open your mind to think that what's available out there. So when I was talking to my son, you know what? He's telling me about education. He don't talk about Harvard, Oxford, or some of our local university today. He talked about NAS Academy. He talked about some social media education that can help him improve his gaming skill, his followers, his social media presence, his branding. Can you imagine? My son is 13 years old and he's already looking at his life in this direction. It's amazing, right? Because it's not about how old or how young you are. It's about, are you going on the right direction? Now guys, you know what's the funniest thing about all this? Children are having so much difficult time in the school, in the education, the mainstream education system. And then, even if they make it, they are not even able to be a real world worker. They can't get a job. Look at the COVID. You look at what COVID-19 is doing to the world economy. People are losing their job. Everything is changing. So, the education industry is so tough. People are not going anywhere. But, look at what the social media are doing. I don't need to teach my son how to create a YouTube account, how to have more likes, how to make a great TikTok video. In fact, he's better than me. Now, can you imagine things that are available on social media? They don't even need to be taught, and yet they know how to do it perfectly well. So guys, again, the title of today's session I'm sharing is The Rules of the Game of Life Has Changed. And you know it at the bottom of your heart. You look around you, the rules has changed. My question to you is, have you changed? Have you upgraded your mindset, your heart set, your entire focus or view of the world? Now, just like you need to update your handphone, your mobile phone, you need to update your laptop, you need to update so many things, right? Can you imagine if today you are still wearing the bell-bottom pants like what my forefathers in the 60s are wearing? Would you look funny if you are still wearing the big collar shirts like what John Travolta used to wear in his young days of filming? I mean, it looks weird, right? So you update through the time in terms of fashion, you update through the times in terms of your softwares, you update your cars, your house, everything. My question to you, have you updated your mindset? Have you downloaded the latest version to your mindset? That, my friend, is very important. That, my friend, is the real education of life. Okay? So, today, we are very fortunate because with just a click of a button on our cell phone, on our smartphone, we are able to access all this amazing information. The point is, you need to do it and make sure your young, the next generation of our children, which will be the next generation of leaders, get exposed to this information. Because, my friend, this is the new world and we need to play the new rules. Right, guys? So, with this, Gary Gunn here once again, live in beautiful sunny Malaysia. I wish you all the very best. Today is a Tuesday. Have an amazing week ahead. Have a fantastic Abundance Day today. And as usual, if you find today's video very beneficial for you, give me a comment over there. Click the share button, most important, so that this video will find its way all over the world and probably touch and save somebody's lives. And with this, Gary Gunn here live, let's be the miracle the world is waiting for. And with this, have a great day. Bye.